Draymond punches Jordan Poole, calls him something bad. Did you ever think of a fistfight among your teammates in the NBA's drama-free league? When I originally read it, I didn't believe it either. But it turns out the reports are true, and something happened at Golden State. Welcome back everyone. In today's video, we will be talking all about Draymond punching Jordan Poole. Let's begin. Draymond Green and Jordan Poole got into a physical incident on Wednesday morning during practice due to a heated dispute, with Dre hitting Poole. According to rumors, Draymond will face disciplinary action from the squad due to what occurred. The punch did not damage Poole, who completed the workout before departing. Although the Warriors and every other NBA club are no strangers to drama, this one caught me off guard, to be honest. Before this issue surfaced a few days ago, I was already predicting Draymond and Poole related issues at Golden State. I'll also explain how I got there. But first, let me say that I did not anticipate the specific issue where Dre and Poole recently got into a physical altercation. If you're unfamiliar, Tyler Hero is a guard with the Miami Heat. Before Poole, he was selected with the 13th choice in the draft, but he has since outperformed many of the other players chosen before him. Miami's team defeated a rested and healthy LeBron and AD in 6 games, and helped Miami go to the NBA Finals in 2020. A huge part of this was due to the contributions of the Hero. If you recall, this established Tyler Hughes' role in general at Miami. With his regular season efforts and several crucial moments in the NBA Final, Poole has recently emerged as the better potential of the two. Remember that player contracts are not just about the money now that we have a better awareness of player rankings. They also serve as a form of bragging. In addition, players should consider how a player like Jordan Poole is valued in the league. I don't blame him for feeling that way, considering his effort to earn his draft position and come up. In addition, the group has until October 17th to extend Jordan Poole's contract. This was thrust into the limelight even more after Miami dropped a bombshell a few days ago that had the potential to set off a fire in Golden State and put pressure on the front management. So far, it has been established that Poole has a right to the extension and is anticipating receiving at least a matching offer from Tyler Hero. We are also aware of the Warriors' present financial difficulties. How does this relate to Draymond then? Well, let's pause there and walk back for a moment. If you remember, Draymond Green was trying to get paid more than a month ago. That hasn't changed, I'm certain, and he's still probably hoping to get paid in the upcoming calendar year. He is, after all, the finest defender for the squad that has won the most titles in the previous 10 years. You are all aware that the defense wins championships. The issue is that most people don't think Draymond is worth all that much to the squad. In all honesty, most people's opinions don't matter in the big picture. Currently, Dre will receive a salary of $25 million this year, with an additional $27.5 million on the table for his player option for the following year. And just the possibility of Poole making more is a smack in the face, especially given that we're talking about Draymond, the man who puts his emotions on his sleeve and serves as the team's glue. At times, he felt he had to carry the Warriors squad on his back. You can immediately see how this might affect Dr. Dre's mental health. Dre and Poole haven't always gotten along, and whether or not it has anything to do with the rivalry between the Spartans and Wolverines will likely remain a mystery, but speculation can be avoided. However, we know that these two had previously engaged in many intense confrontations, albeit not engaging in physical contact. One of the most famous was their argument on the bench during the Timberwolves game in November of last year. That and Steve Curry's claim that the players reached a compromise after Steph Curry made sure they didn't confront each other were the only things that came with it. Despite this, several accounts have surfaced that provide additional context for some of these suppositions and shed light on the circumstances that led to the incident between Dr. Dre and Poole. With a competing former All-Star veteran in the same practice area, the team's enforcer on the floor, who isn't afraid to mouth off or run his mouth. We know that Poole is enthusiastic about his contract as a 23-year-old who is about to secure that much money. The guy got into a fight with a teammate who was allegedly the top player in the league at the time and told him, "We don't need you, for crying out loud. We triumphed without you. Leave." The issue is that Jordan Poole is just as aggressive, and when you combine these two people with personalities at different ends of the spectrum, sparks, and occasionally a few fists are sure to fly. Draymond, you've been a member of this team for 10 years. Act like it. You're emotion-driven. On the downside, this could have long-term consequences for the team. When it happened to KD, it undoubtedly altered how the public viewed his and Draymond's relationship. As you all know, this put pressure on KD as well, which led to KD making up his mind to leave Golden State, at least in part. Although there were other factors at play, this undoubtedly had an impact. The proverbial elephant followed the crew in the room until Katie finally left. Will Poole experience this? That will depend, in my opinion, on the settlement offered to Poole, the punishment meted out to Dre, and the relationship between the two going forward in the court. I want to clarify that I firmly feel that Dr. Dre is to blame for this. The consequences of this altercation are already upon us, and I can promise you that Draymond will suffer more damage than Poole. So what sort of punishment is Draymond receiving? Since this wasn't an endgame altercation, he may be charged with assault, given that he punched someone. The harm was, however, limited to non-existent, and I doubt Poole even has the attitude to pursue that course of action. And perhaps charges, so we can rule that out when Michael Jordan and Steve Curry got into an altercation 27 years ago. As a result, that circumstance is unique, and as some may be aware, nothing transpired. Nowadays, things are very different, and Draymond probably regrets what he did for various reasons. The first is that he might not be as important to the team's success as in previous seasons after being benched several times during the current one. Additionally, starting a contract year with a bad relationship with any of your teammates is not a good idea, especially one who is promising his pool and would do anything to start for the team. I hate to say it, but Dre's attitude spilling over and reflecting poorly on the team this way is not a good look. For what I consider to be the league's best organization, he must be aware of what is coming to him. A player who punches another player during a game will be suspended for at least one game. The team will probably discipline Draymond for his conduct, which will involve at least a one-game suspension and a little deduction from his compensation. Aside from that, I don't see anything else happening, but he might also get fined. There is a bright side to everything, though this is how the Warriors can take a setback and turn it into a great victory for all Warriors fans. This heightens the negative associations Draymond already has with the possibility of him quitting the team. They might believe that his behavior is too poisonous and that he would need to accept a large pay cut to remain on the squad. Although he is a crucial member of the core three, the team needs some salary relief. They may be able to bargain from a strong stance with Dre if they use this. The team's front staff will go to great lengths to appease Steph Curry, but there is only so much Curry can do to maintain his composure if he keeps letting his temper flare and sticking his foot, or in this case his fist, in his teammate's mouth. That is all for this video. We will be back soon with another informative video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Until next time.